sometimes you have to discriminate. And all the discrimination is not bad discrimination. When we talk about reservation or social justice, we can start with one simple example. Why is social justice or reservation necessary? So let us assume there is a game of basketball and there are two players. Both the poles of the basketball on both the sides, they are at the height of, I don't know what exactly is the height of the pole. Let us assume this is height of 9 feet. Let us assume it should be somewhere around 10 feet, I think. 12 hota hai? Okay. So both the poles are at the height of 12 feet. Fine. And this gives a sense of fairness. Both the poles are equally at the equal distance from the earth. So whosoever wants to play, they will find the equal level of opportunities, which is the right to equality. But let us assume the match is happening between two people. One is from the hill area and one is from the plain area. And one must have having the height of 6 feet and one having the height of 4 feet 5 inches. Now, is it really a sense of equality that is prevailing, or this is unequal? Unequal. Question is, should we measure the distance from the earth to this pole, or should we measure the distance from the height of this person to the height of this pole, and this distance has to be made equal, or the distance from the earth to the pole has to be made equal? Any person having a basic common sense will understand, if you are making the pole at the equal height for both of them, this is, in political science we call it negative equality. Equality in rules. Equality means we are not discriminating. We have equal pole height for both the players. But when you effectively see, this kind of equality is creating inequality. And if you want to have real equality, you have to make the height of the pole and the height of the player the basis, and gap between the height of the player and height of the pole has to be equal. In this sense, if the difference of the height is, let us assume, I will assume 4-6 manle, 1.5 feet. So if this is at 12 feet for this person, it has to be at 13.5 feet for this person. And only then we reach a level of equality. Now, having two poles and different heights is a discrimination, or having two poles at the equal height when the players do not have the equal heights is the discrimination? This is the question. People living in Delhi, studying in Delhi schools, good colleges from good universities, participating in civil service exam, and students studying in areas like Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh tribal areas where there are very less good schools, almost no good universities, no good colleges. Sessions are delayed by 2, 3, 4 years. They become graduate in the age of 25, 26 if they are not at fault on their side. And then, having studied from such institutions without a sense of learning, do you really believe they will be able to compete with the persons who have always been in the metropolitan cities and studied from the convent schools, good schools, and then best universities of the world? They can't. And if you give them some reservation, is it going towards equality or is it going towards discrimination? So this is all debate in the political science, political philosophy. Sometimes you have to discriminate to bring equality. And sometimes you have to make equal rules to have discrimination. Having equal rules to discriminate is negative sense of equality. Having discrimination to equalize is positive sense of equality, and that is known as social justice, maybe reservation, affirmative action, and sometimes we use another term, that is protective discrimination. And this is the term generally used in political philosophy to elaborate the concept of reservation. So fairness is not against discrimination. The discrimination has to be protective and transparent, so that if you are snatching some benefits from some people, for example, from the people belonging to undeserved category, if you tell them the objective basis with full transparency, I doubt they will be upset. they will be upset only when you don't reveal the facts, you don't reveal the reasons, and then you make such rules which are providing this benefit to the ones who should not be given the benefits actually. And the benefits of reservation are being given to the ones who basically don't deserve to be given such benefits. All of us do have a good sense. If a reservation or something like that is provided to the real beneficiaries, none of us will be upset. We become happy because we have a basic sense of morality, a basic sense of ethics, and we want to sacrifice something for the betterment of weaker sections. The only problem is when something has been snatched from you but given to someone who in your opinion does not deserve to be benefited from this policy, then you start feeling a sense of relative deprivation, and a sense of relative deprivation is the reason behind all the movements and all the, political parties, social movements, everything. आप लोग कंफर्टेबल इंग्लिश के साथ भी ना? मुझे ऑनलाइन वालों को लेके घबराहट हो रही है कि वो ये ना सोचे कि इसको बोलनी नहीं आती है, तो कम से कम